Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steeler Nation what's on our minds. I'm Melanie Friedlander. If you've been watching the Steelers play the past 2 weeks, you know that the offense has been bad. Not only does the unit look profoundly worse than the preseason, but quarterback Kenny Pickett and the offensive line seem to have actually regressed from the solid performances they put up at the end of 2022. Remember in the offseason when the plan was to play bully ball? So far, it's Pittsburgh that has been getting bullied. The rushing attack, if you want to be generous and call it that, ranks 31st in the league with 96 yards over 2 games. They're slightly better at 27th when it comes to yards per attempt. Yes, they have faced 2 stout defenses so far, but this performance is obviously worse than anyone could have predicted. When the Steelers take the field in Las Vegas tonight, their number one priority must be to establish the run. I am hopeful that they can do this against a Raiders team that has given up 277 yards rushing to the Broncos and the Bills, with an average of 4.9 yards per attempt in the last 2 weeks. If there is a chance for a bounce-back performance for the offensive line and the running backs, this is it, especially with the prediction that the crowd will be 60% Steelers fans in the Death Star. And if the Steelers somehow can't establish the run, they still need to act like they're going to run when they line up at pre-snap. Not every down, but at least a reasonable amount. The analytics say that you don't need to establish the run for effective play action, but you do need the opposing defense to think that you might actually be handing the ball off. Play action has been one of Kenny Pickett's most successful tools this season, but they haven't used it much. While it's a small sample size of 2 weeks, Pickett has used play action on 5 of 76 passing attempts. That may be only 6.5% of his passing plays, but it has earned almost 20% of their 398 passing yards. As our own Tyler Wise pointed out on a post on the Steelers Depot site, play action was used regularly in Pickett's 4 years at Pitt, accounting for 26% of his pass attempts in his senior year and resulting in 1,082 yards and 18 TDs. We all expected to see Kenny Pickett start the season strong and make that second-year jump. Instead, the offense is in a tailspin and the young quarterback is exposed to constant criticism. The coaches and his teammates need to help Pickett get his confidence back, and that isn't going to happen if he is running for his life on every drop back. The way to do that is with successful runs. Avoid third and long. Let the Raiders stack the box and then use play action to gain yards in the air. Sitting at 1-1 with 15 games to go in the regular season, a lot can change. For the Steelers, that includes the offense taking responsibility for scoring points rather than relying on the defense to do it. That starts with a run game that moves the chains, takes the pressure off a young quarterback, and allows the offense to get their mojo back. That's my take. You can follow me on Twitter @GirlSurgeon. Check out The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Follow us on SteelersDepot.com. And check out The Terrible Podcast with Dave Bryan and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.